Today I'm going to teach you step by step how to make this show-stopping spring door swag. Don't worry, it's a beginner-friendly tutorial. If you're new here, welcome to Stillwater's Wreath Designs. We're all about step-by-step DIY wreath and door swag tutorials. If you like that sort of thing, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel. You can find me on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, and you can shop all of my designs on Etsy. Just search for Stillwater's Wreath Designs. Okay, let's dive in. All of these goodies that we're using today came from Deco Exchange. I'll leave a link and all the product codes for you below in case you'd like to grab any of them to recreate this beauty. How stinking cute is this swag, you guys? This is a 24-inch teardrop. We've got a pastel rainbow colored 10-inch roll of poly mesh. And we're going to use the entire roll for today's design. So I've just grabbed my rotary cutter. You guys, if you're new to wreath making and you haven't yet grabbed a rotary cutter from Amazon, I'll leave the link for you below in the description of this video. It's a huge time saver. So I'm just going to cut this entire roll into strips that are between 22 and 26 inches in length. And you guys, I don't measure. I'm just eyeballing it against the grid on my self-healing mat. Now that we have our deco mesh cut, let's go ahead and make some cruffles and get those added into the swag base. To make a cruffle, you're just going to take a piece of your mesh, lay it in your workstation curl side up, and you're going to roll each end in a couple of times. This is going to tuck away that raw edge to reduce the fray, and then you just scrunch and gather there in the middle to create your cruffle. I'm going to start in the upper left-hand corner of my swag base, and basically we're just going to find two neighboring pine ties. We'll tuck that cruffle all the way down to the base between those ties and give them a couple of tight twists. We're going to repeat this process until we've got all the cruffles added in. I'm just going to work my way down the left-hand side, back up the right-hand side, and stuff the extras in the center. While I'm getting those cruffles added into our base, let me give you a list that you can screenshot here. This is the list of all the product codes for the items that we're using today. These items actually all came from Deco Exchange and their monthly wreath supply subscription box. They actually release all the leftover materials on January 16th, so they won't drop to the website until then. I'll leave a link below in the description of this video for the Deco Exchange website where you can find these items. Once I get this last cruffle added in, the next step is going to be to add our decorative sign. The sign came with two pre-drilled holes on the top and bottom, so I've just grabbed a couple of 18-gauge floral wire stems. I'm going to run through those pre-drilled holes, and then we're going to poke them right through our swag base, and then secure them on the back side, wrapping them around the spine of our swag. Here I'm just giving those floral wire stems a couple of tight twists, and then I'll grab my heavy duty cutters and trim away the excess bits of those floral wire stems. And then we'll grab the needle nose pliers just to curl those ends back out of the way so that they don't poke our customer's door. I also like to add a little dollop of hot glue just to make sure it doesn't slide around. We'll set this off to the side to dry, and while it's drying, let's go ahead and make our bow. We're going to start with this 2.5-inch wide, super cute floral ribbon. I always like to make my tails longer than I anticipate needing. You can always trim some off, but you can't put any on. And so I've given myself a 20-inch tail, and then I'm going to make 4 6-inch loops. I'm actually measuring that ribbon up against my self-healing mat. You can also use a ruler or just eyeball them. And I like to marry those loops up against one another just to make sure I'm maintaining the same length. And then we'll cut our tail. I'm going to actually grab my bow dabber here and just use that to hold my bow stack. Okay, let's grab our next ribbon. We'll come in with this 1.5-inch wide violet purple, and we're going to make 3 loops, so 2 on one side, 1 on the other, and long tails. Okay, on to the last ribbon. We're going to use this pretty sunshiny yellow. Again, folks, 3 loops and 2 tails. Make sure you put the 2 loops of the yellow on the opposite side of where you've got the 2 purple. That way we've got a total between the purple and the yellow of 3 loops of that 1.5-inch on either side. And keep those tails long. By the way, if you don't have the bow dabber, it's my favorite bow making tool, and I'm going to leave a link for you below so you can grab one from Amazon if you like. Okay, I've pulled that bow stack out of the bow dabber and I'm just securing it here with a 6-inch clear zip tie. We'll fluff it out in just a little bit, but look how stinking cute that is. On to the next step. Let's get some greenery added in. We've got several different types of greenery. Deco Exchange was super generous with this month's Wreath subscription supply box. So the first thing I'm going to do is break down each of those bushes. I'm going to start with this pretty sand dollar greenery bush. I'm not really sure what it's called, guys. That's just what I call it. Make sure you fluff out each of those stems. You want to make sure your hot glue gun is hot and ready to go. And remember, what you add at the top, add to the bottom. What you add to the left, you should add to the right. So I'm going to sprinkle those pieces throughout. I'm going to add about an inch or so bead of hot glue right there at the stem and nestle those pieces in. Okay, let's move on to our next greenery bush. I'm just going to break this down and trim off all of our pieces, and then we're going to follow that same process, folks. Just sprinkle them throughout your entire swag. Make sure you anchor them down with a dollop of hot glue on those stems. Remember, your greenery is on a wire base, so you can really bend and shape them as you wish. Once we get that last bit of fern added in, let's go ahead and get our bow added into our swag. I'm going to anchor this in the upper left-hand corner, so I'm just finding 2 available neighboring pine ties and twisting that bow down in. I'll give it a quick rough fluff, just pulling those loops into X patterns. We'll give it a final fluff once we're finished. Those tails are going to be a little bit in the way, just work around them. Okay, we've got several floral bushes we'll be adding in, and so I'm basically going to break down each floral bush into thirds. Just like we did with the greenery, we're going to add an inch or so dollop of hot glue on the base of those stems and nestle them down in. And remember, what you do to the top of your swag, do to the bottom. What you do to the left-hand side, do to the right. This will keep your swag uniform. By the way, where's everyone watching from today? If you're new to the channel, I'm in Northern Indiana. Feel free to speed ahead if you wish. I'm just going to continue to add my florals in. You guys, this is just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. What a showstopper. Okay, let's take care of those ribbon tails. I'm going to grab my scissors and angle trim each of those ribbon tail ends. You can also dovetail if you wish. Once I get those tails trimmed, then I'm going to curl them. To curl my ribbon tails, you guys, I'm just using a leftover cardboard insert from an old roll of 10-inch deco mesh. You start at that ribbon tail bottom and just curl your way to the center of your bow. Then just gently release. If you don't like the tension of your ribbon curl, you can recurl that as many times as you wish. If it's a little tight, just give it a tug. Once you get all of your ribbon tails curled, go ahead and give that bow a final fluff. Okay, now it's time for the cutest floral bush ever. Look at this super cute butterfly bush. I'm going to trim this down into individual pieces so we can make sure that we can sprinkle those butterflies throughout. Okay, just a little bit more greenery tucked in around the sides, and this beauty will be finished. Look how stunning this turned out, friends. Thanks for designing with me today. Happy crafting.